All right, everybody, this is Shake and Bake from Copybugpaste. This is Homebrew Vehicle Sandbox, another video update on our Alpha build, which is coming in the near future. Really excited to show off some new stuff in this video. And we're starting off here. You're looking around, you can already see some trees down there. The world is developing this map, this level, but we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about building. The new user interface, how you're going to be building in this game, and also show some very new features that you've not seen before that we think are going to get you really excited. I know I'm excited to get in and start building with this. I've done a little bit of dabbling around, but we're in the building area. And one thing just to remember, this is what you're seeing now is going to be improved upon even before the alpha release comes out. And once that release comes out, again, it'll be continued to refine and developed. This is a work in progress. So let's start off here. Right away, you're going to see the user interface is much different than the current build. What we're going to do is start from scratch. I'm going to show you a couple of features. Then I'll show a couple of things I built. Let's call this video Let's Do This. Okay, and we're going to jump in here. And right away, you're going to see the little green box to start in the middle of this start point, right? Which is familiar to mostly everybody who plays this game. Again, the user interface on the screen looks much different. We will put some tutorials together before the alpha goes out. You guys can watch those, and basically it'll get you started. Top left, we got File, Edit. And you'll see there's that undo and redo feature there, and also cleanup, but finally going to have an undo and redo feature in the game. Assemblies, window, which is Kismet. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then builders. Not all these are functioning right now. We're all working on all of these, but I'm going to show you what we have right now. And again, I think you're going to be excited about that. Left side here, we got these icons. There will be hover tips that come up. We got a welding area, selection, and this is the adjusting tool, and another one at the bottom. I'm not going to talk about that one today. That's kind of a work in progress. We're going to start off with welding, and I'm going to show you bottom left is where you can bring up your parts. And one thing you're going to see from the get-go is this browser, parts browser, is just going to continue to expand over time. Once that alpha comes out, I mean, we're going to be adding parts to this. You guys are going to have a ton of fun with those. But you're going to see also there's a lot more color in these parts. The look of the parts is much different, moved away from the kind of gray looking parts. A lot of nice bright colors, looks really nice. Let's start off right here with an adjustable pipe. We're going to drop this in. Now, currently when you build, you would have to drop in a bunch of these if you're going to build a vehicle. And then let's say you wanted a different size, you'd have to go to different size pipes, maybe even build a custom pipe. Not anymore. Not actually, this is the way it would work now. You'd click it, you'd stick it on there, like so. If I could do this, and then you maybe click the end, go find you another one, click. This is very time consuming, and it limits your flexibility on how you build. But check this out. This is what your new world is going to look like, your new building experience in the new version. Let's say I click that and hold shift, right? Watch this. I don't have to go find any other pipes. I just hold shift down, click the weld point, and boom. Look how fast and efficient this is. But now what about more power, a more dynamic building system? Not only can you do that and not make piles on the ground like that, but let's say I spawn in, let's get us this beautiful looking engine right here. I love this thing. Let's say I get this. I go ahead and weld this on, right? Here's my engine. Let's go ahead and rotate. The other thing you'll notice is the blue rings, the weld points, are not as thick as they were. Maybe those a little thinner. Looks a little cleaner. And also the other thing you're going to notice is, let's say I'm looking at this engine. I can't see that weld over there. If I hold Alt key down, you'll be able to see through items to see the welds. And that is a really awesome new feature. But let's say I don't like where that engine's at, right? Here's a cool thing. Currently, in a current build, I'd have to go in, disconnect, get a different size pipe, adjust it, do it again, repeat. Takes forever. Now check this out. I go into my adjustment tool. You see these nodes that come up? Click that node, and you're going to get these arrows. And this is similar if you've used any of the gaming engines, and you're in the gaming engine, let's say with a static mesh or a prop. You'll be used to this, but basically you have these three arrows that you can use to adjust a part or item. I'm going to pick this one here because this is going to be horizontal, and click that, And check this out. I can adjust where this engine's at. Let's say I want to go left and right. Look at that. Check it out. I can move all this stuff. Just that easy. That is such a time saver, but not only that, it's going to allow you to build more dynamic and cool looking vehicles. Let's say I want to put a bend in a pipe. Click the smaller node, check that out. Now I'm putting bends in pipes. And this is where that customization is going to come in the build of your vehicles. That simple. No more making piles. If I wanted to add a piece right now, I do need to click one of them. I'm going to go back to my weld tool, click one of those, hold shift, boom, 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 done. No more piles on the ground. That's awesome. I just wanted to show you. You can hold Alt down and you can see where the welds are. It's going to be really helpful when you start stacking parts together. Another great tool. Okay, so let's take a look at another build. Well, actually, I'm going to pull another piece up. This is what has me the most excited as a builder in this game. I love to build stuff in Homebrew Vehicle Sandbox. And this right here, I know I have, and a lot of other people have been asking for this for a long time. Check that out. Yes, that is a plating system. And this is it's in its infancy. It is going to evolve. It's going to even progress. But in its current form, just what I'm showing you now is awesome. So you take that. Now you take your adjustment tool here. And you see all these nodes on the plate. This is going to allow you to start adjusting this plate in different directions and customize it based on what you're trying to make. And again, your imagination's your limit. But check this out. So yeah, I got a flat panel I can shape left and right. But what about getting some curves in it? No problem. These smaller nodes, boom. I want to do a hood of a vehicle. Look at that. Start adding subtle shapes to these pieces and make some really, really cool stuff. The other thing you'll see is when you select a piece, that piece will highlight in white. It's going to help you when you got a lot of pieces. But I mean, look at that. I just did that in a couple seconds here. I'm making this shape already with that plating system. Eventually, you will be able to customize the colors of your plates. I mean, it's going to be awesome. Let's go ahead and open up another vehicle, and I'll show you something else that's going to be new. If I can, hold on a second here, guys. There we go. Let's bring up, this is one I just kind of have been working on, having a little fun with here. And I'm actually going to fly this here in a minute to show this. But here's one I put together. You see, I was playing around with the plating system. I mean, how cool is that? I love the vibrant colors. A lot of fun. And you can see right there, what is that? Yes, not only do you have a solid plating system, but glass as well. And I'll show you a piece of that real quick. There will be adjustable curved glass. So you want to make that cockpit you've been wanting to make, you'll be able to do that and just add those pieces in there. Well, let's see if I wanted to stick this back here and show you guys again. Adjuster tool, and I can start dragging this glass and making whatever I wanted. How cool is that? I could go to the undo tool, and it's going to undo that curve and take that piece off. How nice is that? Undo and redo tool as well will be in the new build. Okay, so and what else is new? I'm going to show you right now, and that it comes to the tuning. How do you hook all this stuff together? Well, this is really, really different than the current build. And when some of you first see this, you may be freaked out like I was, because basically this is using a system that you will see in some of the gaming engines, i.e. Unreal. They call it a blueprint. They used to call it Kismet. Right now, the name of it is Kismet in here, but that name may change. But basically, this is where you make things happen. This is basically the coding of your vehicle. And what this is going to do is give you a lot more power and dynamic building opportunities, because eventually these, I want to call them nodes, but these parts here, each of these parts, like a 12-volt battery, is represented by one of these boxes that has an input and output. Basically, most of them do. You have an input and output. For example, the batteries have an input going in and an output going to the lights. That's how you're going to power them. But the detail you're going to see is like actually, you know, the wattage, rocket fuel, how much fuel you have. And eventually you will be able to really get into the detail of your vehicle and do things like, you know, set maybe formulas where it says something like, you know, when I hit 500 kilometers an hour, then you're going to initiate my wings going back. Or I'm at a certain speed, I'm going to have flaps up. All of that stuff will be able to be done in this kind of system, this blueprint type system for your vehicle. We will have tutorials put together before this comes out that will help you get started, because it's going to be confusing for some people when they first see this. But once I've done a little bit, once you start to get the idea, then it starts to click. This will be the new system of how you tune your vehicle. Very powerful, very, very cool. Let's close that out real quick. All right, so I'm going to show you a couple vehicles, just some things I've thrown together here, having a little fun here. And here's one right here. I mean, I just threw that together, basically a little dune buggy or something, but I wanted to show you the plating system, how you can add these curves, all this stuff. I mean, again, I cannot wait to see, the team can't wait to see what people are going to build in the new build, especially with the plating system and the powerful interface is using the blueprint/Kismet system. It's going to be awesome to check that out. And that was just thrown together fairly quickly. Let's check out another vehicle. Okay, we're up on the helipad. Here's another vehicle I just threw together. Again, just some examples of things you can make, or just, again, showing that skin. I was trying to make like the Apollo 13 here. You know, and again, the plating system, showing how you can do this to make some cool stuff. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing to take off. How cool is that? And you probably notice the sound and the look of the rockets is even different. Those flames coming out. You'll see that more here on the plane. You know, maybe you want to make a sailboat. I was just messing around with this, but again, it's a great example of how you can come in here with these plates and start to shape them to make some really cool looking things. I wanted to show you that. I mean, imagine sailing around in your own little sailboat here. How cool would that be? Again, using flotation devices, then using those skins to basically shape your vehicle, make it look like something realistic or something out of this world, whatever. But I wanted to show you that as well. All right, everybody, we're going to wrap this up. We're going to take off in this plane I built. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hope it's getting you guys excited. I know it feels like you're having to wait forever, but we want to make sure this is right and that this is good and that it's a great build. So let's go ahead and spawn this jet plane here. Jump on in there before it takes off on its own. You guys ready for this? Cheers, peace, guys. And from the Copybugpaste team, Homebrew Vehicle Sandbox, we thank you guys for the support, the encouragement, and hang in there. It's coming. And again, love to hear your comments below. Hope you guys are excited. Let's do this.